Welcome to my classroom. Dear friends, in this course Chemical Process Calculations, we have been discussing about unit conversions from one unit system to another unit system. We have solved several numericals on empirical equation conversions from one unit to another unit system. Then we have seen different units of concentration, how it can be expressed in various ways. Then we have discussed about mole fraction, mole percentage, mass fraction, mass percentage, right? And we have determined the composition of solutions, composition of gases, all that, right? And later we have defined what is average molecular weight, how to determine average molecular weight of a gaseous mixture. We have determined the average molecular weight of air, right? Then we have defined what is ideal gas law, what are the assumptions of ideal gas law in the previous lecture, and application of ideal gas law to determine either volume or pressure or maximum temperature that can be attained in a system. So such numericals we have done in the previous lecture, and in this lecture also we are going to do some numericals on ideal gas law, and also we are going to solve some numericals on determining the average molecular weight of a gaseous mixture and then determining the density of a gas mixture. So that will constitute this lecture. Get ready.
Previous lecture we have seen how to determine the average molecular weight and density of a gas mixture. Okay, so in continuation of it, so let us solve a numerical. Determine the density of air at STP and NTP. So determine the density of air at STP and NTP. Okay. So what is the average molecular weight? Molecular weight of air is equal to 28.84 kg per kg mole. So this is what we have determined earlier. Average molecular weight of air is 28.84 kg per kg mole. So what is STP conditions? STP conditions refers to standard temperature and pressure. What is the standard temperature? Is 0 degree Celsius, that is so 73 Kelvin, and pressure is 101.325 kilopascal or 1 atmospheric pressure. Okay, so this is the STP conditions. And similarly, what is NTP conditions? NTP refers to normal temperature and pressure. NTP refers to normal temperature and pressure where T is considered to be 20 degrees Celsius or 293 Kelvin. Pressure is same, 101.325 kilopascal or any other units. Okay, 1 atmosphere or 760 mm mercury, anything. Okay. So at these conditions, what is the density? That's what we have to determine. Standard temperature and pressure, normal temperature and pressure. That is the question. Determine the density of air at STP and NTP. So what is the density formula? If ideal gas law is applicable, ideal gas law is applicable. If ideal gas law is applicable, density of a mixture, a gas mixture, is given by rho is equal to Pm by RT. Pm by RT. So R is 8.314 kilopascal meter cube kg mole Kelvin, right? So R value is 8.314 kilopascal meter cube kg mole Kelvin. So we know pressure and temperature, average molecular weight, everything. So we can find out density of air at STP. Density of air at STP conditions is pressure is 101.325 kilopascal 101.325 kilopascal into average molecular weight is 28.84 kg per kg mole divided by Pm by RT. R is 8.314 kilopascal meter cube kg mole Kelvin into temperature is 0 degree Celsius, that is 273 Kelvin. 273 Kelvin. So Kelvin, Kelvin, kg mole, kilopascal, kilopascal. So what we get is kg per meter cube. So we will get density in terms of kg per meter cube. So what is the answer? Use your calculator. Yes, you will get 1.287. We get density of the air at standard temperature pressure is 1.287 kg per meter cube. So what is the NTP condition next? Next one is NTP conditions. NTP conditions, only parameter that is changed is Kelvin, 293 Kelvin. So density at NTP can be determined similarly. Density of air at NTP is pressure is 101.325 kilopascal, average molecular weight is same 28.84 kg per kg mole, R value is same 8.314 kilopascal meter cube kg mole Kelvin into, so this temperature will be 293 Kelvin. So we will get density at NTP value equal to 101.32, please use your calculator, 101.325 into 28.84 divided by 8.314 divided by 293. So you will get the density in terms of kg per meter cube. So density of air at NTP is equal to, let me write here, density of air at NTP is equal to, so what is the value? Density of air at NTP is equal to 1.199 kg per meter cube. Density of air at NTP conditions is 1.199 kg per meter cube. So that is the answer. So that was asked, right? Density at STP condition and density at NTP condition. Say, let us assume ideal gas law is applicable. Ideal gas law is applicable. So what does it mean? PV equal to nRT. So what is V equal to nRT by P? Okay, so you can determine this also. V volume occupied by 1 kg mole of volume occupied by 1 kg mole of air. Okay, so how to determine that? If it is 1 kg mole, 1 kg mole multiplied by 8.314 kilopascal meter cube by kg mole Kelvin into STP temperature is 273 Kelvin divided by pressure is 101.325 kilopascal. So kilopascal, kg mole, Kelvin, we get answer in meter cube. So volume occupied by 1 kg mole of air at this condition is given by this value. So please make use of your calculator. 1 into 8.314 into 273 divided by 101.325. How much you get?
Please use your calculator. So you will get 1 into 8.314 into 273 divided by 101.325 as 22.4 meter cube. 1 kg mole of air occupies 22.4 meter cube of.
What is the volume occupied by 10 kg moles of air at STP conditions? What is the volume occupied by 10 kg moles of air at STP conditions? What is the volume occupied by air? What is the volume occupied by air? 10 kg moles of air. 10 kg moles of air at STP conditions. Okay. So now you have to go back to Avogadro number, Avogadro hypothesis. He has mentioned 1 kg mole of any substance will occupy 22.414 meter cube of volume, right? So using that you can determine what is the volume occupied by 10 kg moles of air. Okay. So what is the answer we get? 22.4 meter cube. That is the volume occupied by 1 kg mole. So here the question, volume occupied by 10 kg mole. Okay. So volume occupied by, you can write the answer, volume occupied by 10 kg mole of air is equal to 10 times 22.4. How much? 224 meter cube. Okay. So that is the volume occupied by 10 kg moles of air at STP conditions. This at STP. Remember, if it is same is asked in terms of NTP, what here in this equation nRT, in temperature place we have to substitute 293 Kelvin if it is asked at NTP conditions. Okay, you can practice that. Okay, take down the next problem. Determine the volume occupied by 7.54 grams of 7.54 grams of ammonia at STP conditions. At STP conditions, determine the volume occupied by 7.5 grams of ammonia at STP conditions. Okay, so how to do it? So first we know what is the mass is given. Mass is given 7.4 grams equal to 7.4 into 10 power minus 3 kg. Okay, what is the molecular weight? Molecular weight of ammonia. Molecular weight of ammonia is 14 plus 3, 17 kg per kg mole. 17 kg per kg mole. 17 kg per kg mole. Nitrogen 14, hydrogen 1, 1 3 are 3, 7 14 plus 3, 17 kg per kg mole. So we can get kg moles here. Kg moles is equal to 7.4 into 10 power minus 3 kg divided by 17 kg per kg mole. So we get this much kg moles. Okay, so the kg moles of ammonia is, use your calculator, 7.4 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 17. So what is the value? We get 0.43 into 10 power minus 3 is the n value. Okay, what is the question? Determine the volume. Formula is PV equal to nRT, V equal to nRT by P. Okay, so what is the n value? N value we have determined 0.435 into 10 power minus 3, that is n value, into R value is 8.314. This is kg mole, this is kilopascal meter cube per kg mole, right, into temperature STP is 273 Kelvin divided by pressure is 101.325 kilopascal, right? So n value 0.435 into 10 power minus 3 kg mole multiplied by 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kg mole multiplied by 273 Kelvin divided by pressure 101.325 kilopascal. So kilopascal, kilopascal, kg mole, Kelvin, Kelvin gets cancelled. So what we get is meter cube unit. Okay, so we get this much meter cube. So 0.435 into 10 power minus 3 multiplied by 8.314 multiplied by 273 divided by 101.325. What is the value? 9.74 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so the volume occupied by, answer you can write, volume occupied by the volume occupied by 7.4 grams of ammonia at STP condition is 9.74 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Okay, so that is the final sentence we have to write. So what we have done here, essentially mass was given, we have converted it to kg moles. Once we have converted the kg moles, we have used ideal gas law equation PV equal to nRT, substituted the nRT by P values, simplified the units to get the final answer. Now 9.74 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Okay. Okay. 2 points we should note while we are applying this ideal gas law is we should know the assumptions made in ideal gas law, and other thing is we know that 1 kg mole of ideal gas, 1 kg mole of ideal gas occupies 22.414 meter cube of volume. Okay, so this is applicable for, if we consider anything to be, any gas to be ideal gas, obeying ideal gas, then 1 kg mole of it will occupy 22.414 meter cube volume. So anything, if it is given 10 kg mole of any ideal gas, then 10 multiplied by 22.414, we get 224 meter cube of volume. Okay, so that way we can determine the volume occupied directly. And what is density? Density is equal to mass by volume. We know that mass is kg, volume is meter cube. So if you know the mass, we can convert it to kg mole using average molecular weight, right? If you know the average molecular weight of a gas mixture, if you know the mass of the gas mixture, we can, from mass we can get kg moles, right? So that kg moles corresponding volume, 1 kg mole will occupy 22.414. From mass whatever kg mole you are getting, we are getting, so that can be directly used here to get what is the volume. Then we will get what is the density. Density is mass divided by volume. This is another way of doing the problem other than using the formula density equal to Pm by RT. Okay, so density of a mixture is given by Pm by M average by RT. So either you can use this formula or this is another method. Okay, if no method is mentioned, you will be doing directly. Otherwise, whatever mentioned, this method is mentioned, then you have to use rho equal to Pm by RT formula. Okay, so that is the way we are going to solve this numerical. Okay, and another important point you should know is at same temperature and pressure, volume percentage is equal to mole percentage for gaseous. For ideal gas mixtures, at same temperature, volume percentage is equal to mole percentage. So this is also we are going to make use of in the problem. So whenever volume percentage is given, we can say that for ideal gases, volume percent equal to mole percentage at same temperature and pressure. So thereby directly we can make use of the volume composition to be mole composition, or in vice versa. We can take mole composition to be volume composition. Okay, we will do a numerical on it. Okay, an analysis of vent gas from the chlorinator. An analysis of vent gas from a chlorinator an analysis of the vent gas from a chlorinator in a plant, in a chemical plant, for making chlorinated rubber. For making chlorinated rubber. Chlorinated rubber showed 70% by volume of HCl. 70% by volume of HCl, 20% by volume of Cl2, and the rest is CCl4, carbon tetrachloride. Okay, an analysis of vent gas from a chlorinator is a reactor. Chlorinator in a chemical plant for making chlorinated rubber showed 70% by volume of HCl, 20% by volume of Cl2, and the rest CCl4. Determine the following. Determine the following. Determine the following. Please determine the following. A. The percentage composition by weight. The percentage composition by weight. The average molecular weight. The average molecular weight of the gas. The average molecular weight of the gas. The density of it at standard conditions. The percentage we have to determine the following: the percentage composition by weight, the average molecular weight of the gas, the density of its third part is the density of it at standard conditions in kg per meter cube. Okay, we have to determine the density in terms of kg per . So we know that for ideal gases, volume percent equal to mole percent at same temperature and pressure. So in this problem it is given we have three components. One is HCl, chlorine, carbon tetrachloride. Okay, so we have HCl, chlorine, carbon tetrachloride. What is the molecular weight of HCl? 1 into 1 plus 1 into 35.5, 36.5 kg per kg mole. Okay, what is that for chlorine? 2 times 35.5, how much? 71 kg. Similarly, what is for CCl4, carbon tetrachloride? Okay, so we will fill that here in the table. Molecular weight HCl 36.5, chlorine 71.054. So molecular weight is kg per kg mole. Okay, so what is the mole fraction? So for this we are going to consider bases. Hundred kg moles. Basis is 100 kg moles. So what is the percentage it is given? Kg moles. Kg moles given is 70. Hydrochloric acid is 70. Chlorine is 20. And carbon tetrachloride is 10 kg moles. Okay. We can get what is the mass. What is mass? Kg per kg mole. This is kg mole. So we will get kg per kg mole multiplied by kg mole. We get mass. So how much? 70 into 36.5. Please use your calculator. 25551420. This is 1540. What is the total summation of these three? We get 5155. Okay, this is total mass. So what is mass fraction? Mass percentage is equal to mass divided by total mass multiplied by 100. Mass divided by total mass into 100. Okay, so 2555 divided by 5155 is 46.33 percentage, 25.75 percentage, 27.92 percentage. So summation of this is 100%. Okay, so what we have done? So we have taken a basis of 100 kg moles. Volume percent is equal to mole percent. Therefore, kg moles is equal to HCl is 70, chlorine 70, carbon tetrachloride 10. Molecular weight of HCl is 36.5, chlorine is 71, carbon tetrachloride is 154. So we have written that molecular weight. Okay, so molecular weight multiplied by moles, we get mass. Mass of three components. Summation gives us total mass. Mass divided by total mass gives us mass percentage. So we get mass percentage like this. Okay. Then what is average molecular weight? Average molecular weight. Average molecular weight is total mass divided by total kg moles. Total mass in kg by total mass in kg moles. gives us average molecular weight. How much it is? So we have total mass is 5515 kg, right? So that is 5515 kg divided by our basis is 100 kg moles. So our kg moles is 100 kg moles. So kg by kg mole is nothing but our average molecular weight. Use your calculator. 5515 divided by 100 is equal to 55.15 kg per kg mole. This is the average molecular weight. Average molecular weight is total mass in kg divided by total kg moles. Even we can substitute total mass in grams by total gram moles. You get the same answer. So 5515 divided by 100, 55.15 is the average molecular weight. Okay. So once we have determined the average molecular weight, we can determine the density now. Okay, density can be determined in two ways. Either we can use Pm by RT formula, or we can make use of 1 kg mole occupies 1 kg mole occupies 1 kg mole occupies 22.414 meter cube volume. Therefore 100 kg moles occupies 100 into 22.414 meter cube volume, which is equal to 2241.4 meter cube volume, right? Meter cube volume. So we know that one ideal gases, 1 kg mole of ideal gas occupies 22.414 meter cube volume. Therefore 100 kg moles of ideal gas occupies 100 into 22.414 meter cube volume, which is 22.41.4 meter cube of volume. So what is density? Density is equal to mass by volume. What is the mass corresponding to 100 kg moles? We have, what is the mass corresponding to 100 kg moles? We have 5515 kg. Volume is 2241.4 meter cube. So we get density in kg per meter cube. So this is what density of mixture, right? Density of the gas mixture. Density of gas mixture is mass by volume. Mass is 5515 kg. Volume is 2241.4 meter cube. So what we get is density here. Please use your calculator. What is the answer? We get 2.461 kg per meter cube. So that is the one way of doing the density of gas mixture at STP conditions, right? So it is given STP condition, standard condition, standard temperature and pressure. Pressure is equal to 101.325 kilopascal. Temperature is 0 degree Celsius, that is 273 Kelvin, right? So density of a mixture is Pm by RT. Pm by RT. So is equal to, what is Pm by RT? Pressure is 101.325 kilopascal multiplied by M average is 55.15 kg per kg mole, right? So divided by 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kg mole Kelvin into temperature is 0 degree Celsius, that is 273 Kelvin. So we have the unit getting cancelled. kilopascal, kilopascal, kg mole, Kelvin. We get kg per meter cube. So please use your calculator to get the value. 101.325 into 55.15 divided by 8.314 divided by 273 is equal to, you will get 2.461 kg per meter cube. The density of the mixture is 2.461 kg per meter cube. So what we have done in the second half, first half we have determined the average molecular weight. First we found out the mass fraction. So then we have determined the average molecular weight, total mass by total kg moles. We got the average molecular weight. Then we use the ideal gas law application. Ideal gases at standard conditions will occupy a volume. 1 kg mole of ideal gas will occupy 22.414 meter cube of volume. Therefore 100 kg mole will occupy 2241.4 meter cube of volume. Okay, so that way mass density is defined as mass per unit volume. So we have substituted mass divided by volume, we got the density of the gas mixture 2.461 kg per meter cube. And another way of determining the average molecular weight density is, at standard conditions density of gas mixture is Pm by RT. STP conditions is mentioned in the problem. P is 101.325 kilopascal, temperature is 273 Kelvin. So substituting the values, M average determined is 55.15. So substituting the value of pressure, average molecular weight, R value and temperature, we get in Pm by RT, we are getting density of the mixture as 2.461 kg per meter cube. So that is our answer. Okay. Okay, we will do another problem on determining the mass percentage, average molecular weight and density. Okay, so this is all in one problem. Please take down. Natural gas is piped from a well at 300 Kelvin and 400 kilopascal. Natural gas is piped from the well at 300 Kelvin and 400 kilopascal. The gas is found to contain 93% methane. The gas is found to contain 93% methane, 4.5% ethane and the rest nitrogen. The gas is found to contain 93% methane, 4.5% ethane and the rest nitrogen. Calculate the following. First part, the partial pressure of nitrogen. Second part, the pure component volume of ethane. In 10 meter cube of gas. The pure component volume of ethane in 10 meter cube of gas. Third part is the density at STP conditions in kg per meter cube. The density at STP conditions in kg per meter cube. The density of the gas as piped in kg per meter cube. Previous part was density of the gas at STP conditions in kg per meter cube. This part is in the working condition. In the natural gas, the pressure and temperature is given, that condition. The density of the gas as piped in kg per meter cube. The next part, the average molecular weight of the gas. Then the composition in weight percentage. Please determine that. Okay. I am repeating. First, partial pressure of the nitrogen. Second, the pure component volume of the ethane in 10 meter cube of gas. Third, the density at STP conditions. Fourth, the density of the gas as piped. Fifth, the average molecular weight. Sixth, the composition in weight percentage. Okay, come on, let us solve this problem. Be ready with your calculator. In this problem, the composition is given: methane 93 percentage, ethane 4.5 percentage, and nitrogen rest. So what is the percentage? 93 plus 3, 97.5, which means 2.5 percentage is nitrogen. 2.5 percentage is nitrogen. 100 minus 93 minus 4.5. So 97.5 plus 2.5 is nitrogen. Okay. So what will be the basis? And we know that for gases, volume percent equal to mole percent at same temperature and pressure. At same temperature and pressure, volume percent is equal to mole percent for ideal gases. Okay, for ideal gases, volume percent equal to mole percent at the same temperature and pressure. So we are going to take a basis of 100 kg moles. So we are having a basis of 100 kg mole, and we are having two components. What are the molecular weights? Let us write that down for all the three components. Let A refers to methane, B refers to ethane, C refers to nitrogen. So what is the molecular weight of A? Molecular weight of A is 12 plus 4, 16 kg per kg mole. 12 into 2, 24 plus 6, 30. Molecular weight of B is 30 kg per kg mole. Nitrogen, molecular weight of C is 28 kg per kg mole. So we have molecular weight of A 16, molecular weight of B 30, molecular weight of C 28 kg per kg mole. We have taken 100 kg mole as basis, 100 kg mole of natural gas. 100 kg mole of natural gas is the basis for us. So we can solve this problem in a tabular form. Okay, we can solve it in a tabular form. So what we can write down the given data? Given data, pressure is given 400 kilopascal, right? Temperature is given 300 Kelvin. Okay, and volume is given 10 meter cube for B part. Okay, volume is given in 4. What are the STP conditions? We should recall. STP conditions are pressure equal to 101.325 kilopascal. Okay, STP temperature is 0 degree Celsius, that is 273 Kelvin. So this is required to find the density at STP condition. This conditions is required to find out the density at working condition, that is in the well. Natural gas is piped from the well at 300 Kelvin and 400 kilopascal. So that density we are going to determine in the fourth part. Okay, so we will proceed with the problem. So first thing what we have done is determine the average molecular weight of the components methane, ethane and nitrogen, and kept it ready for our calculation purpose. Okay, so let us make a table for it. Component A, B, C. Methane. What is the component A? Methane, ethane and nitrogen. Okay, so we have taken 100 kg mole as the basis. Okay, what is the kg mole of A, B and C now? So whatever is the percentage, that will be the same. It is given 93 percentage, therefore we have 93 out of 100 kg mole total. Total is 100 kg moles. Out of that 90 percentage is 93 percentage, 93, 4.5, 2.5 kg moles, right? What is the molecular weight? We have determined 16, 30 and 28. This is molecular weight in kg per kg mole, right? So we can determine the mass in kg. So what is mass? Kg per kg mole multiply by kg mole. Kg mole gets cancelled. We get mass in kg. So what is the mass? It is 16 into 93. Please use your calculator. How much? 1490. 135. 70. How much? What is the total? 1695 kg. So that is the total mass. So total mass, we have total kg moles, right? We can express this mass in mass percentage also, mass fraction as well as mass percentage, mass fraction as well as mass percentage. What is mass fraction? Individual mass by total mass. 1490 divided by 1695 is the mass fraction. 1490 divided by 1695 into 100 is mass percentage. So we can write the values here. That is 1490 divided by 1695. How much? 0.8791. So multiply by 100, we get 87.91 percentage. 87.91 percentage. Similarly, 4.5 multiply by 135. Sorry. So 1490 divided by 1695 is 0.8791. That is mole fraction. If it is mass fraction, if it is mass percentage, multiply by 100, we get 87.91. Similarly, 135 divided by 1695 gives us the mass fraction of B component ethane, that is 0.0796. Multiplying by 100, we get 7.96 percentage is mass percentage. Okay, this one is 70 divided by 1695, which is 0.0413. Multiplying by 100, we get mass percentage, that is 4.13 percentage. Summing up of all this gives us 100%. So we have answer for mass fraction of the component, mass percentage of the components. So remaining thing left out are, A part is find the mole fraction of C. Mole fraction. What is the mole fraction of nitrogen? That's what I asked, right? Mole fraction of nitrogen. Kg moles is 2.5. Total kg moles is 100. Then what is mole fraction of A? Answer for A part is mole fraction of nitrogen is equal to 2.5 kg mole divided by 100 kg mole. We get ratio. What is the answer? 0.025. Okay. Reconfirm the percentage also. You can directly say it is given 2.5 percentage divided by 100. We get 0.025 mole fraction. Okay. So now question is, what is the partial pressure of nitrogen? Partial pressure of nitrogen is equal to mole fraction multiplied by total pressure. Okay, mole fraction into pressure is partial pressure, right? We know that PA equal to XA into P total, right? So we can substitute. Your mole fraction of nitrogen is 0.025 into total pressure, it is given 400 kilopascal. PA is given 400 kilopascal. So how much is the partial pressure of nitrogen? It is 10 kilopascal. So that is the answer for A part. So that is the answer for A part. So what was the question in the second part? the pure component volume of ethane, volume of B volume of B in 10 meter cube gas. There when you have total natural gas 10 meter cube, what is the volume of B? So that is the question, second part, right? So how to solve it? Second part, volume of B is mole fraction. First we will find the mole fraction. Same, no? Volume of B, volume of B equal to mole fraction of B into total volume. What is the mole fraction of B? Percentage is 4.5 percentage. Then what is mole fraction? Mole fraction of B is 4.5 by 100, which is equal to 0.045. Right? Is it correct? 4.5 by 100 is 0.045. Therefore, volume of B is equal to 0.045. Mole fraction of B is 0.045. What is the total volume given? 10 meter cube. Okay, 10 meter cube. We get so much meter cubes. 10 into 0.45 is 0.45 is 0.45 meter cube. That is the answer for B part. I repeat, in the second part, what is the volume of B in a 10 meter cube of gas? Okay, so volume of a component is equal to mole fraction into total volume. So first we find the mole fraction. In the given question it is 4.5 percentage. Percentage means if we divide by 100 we get mole fractions, right? So that way we get 0.045 is the mole fraction of B. Then volume of B is equal to mole fraction multiplied by volume given, total volume of gas given, it is 10 meter cube. 0.045 into 10 we get 0.45 meter cube. That is the answer for part B. Okay, the next part of the question is the density at STP conditions. The density at STP conditions, the average molecular weight, others. Okay, to determine the density we will first find the average molecular weight. How will you get the average molecular weight? Average molecular weight is equal to total mass by total kg moles. Total mass in kg, total kg moles. So what do you get? We have determined total moles. Total mass is 1695 kg. 1695 kg divided by our total mole is our basis actually 100 kg moles. So we get 16.95 kg per kg mole as the average molecular weight. So the average molecular weight of the gas mixture is answer for part E. Okay, that is the answer for part E. Okay, the average molecular weight of the gas mixture 16.95 kg per kg mole. So once we know this average molecular weight and we know the STP conditions, we can determine the density at STP conditions and density at the conditions in the well. Both can be done, right? Okay, the C part is density at STP conditions. Density at STP conditions. So what is the STP condition? STP condition, pressure is 101.325 kilopascal, temperature is 0 degree Celsius, 273 Kelvin. Okay, so at this condition what is the density? Density is equal to Pm by RT. So density of the mixture at STP condition formula is Pm by RT. So substituting the values, P is 101.325, P is 101.325 kilopascal, multiplying by average molecular weight 16.95 kg per kg mole, right? So Pm by RT, R value 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kg mole. So remember, you can use other R value. If you want to use other R values, accordingly you have to change your pressure value to that corresponding units. Okay, so that's why it is important you remember one value of R and change substitute all the values corresponding to its units. Okay, R value, temperature is 273 Kelvin, right? So that is, we are determining the density at standard conditions. So 101.325 kilopascal into 16.95 divided by 8.314 into 273. You can see the unit tallies, meter cube. We will get in meter cube and kg. This kg mole gets cancelled, Kelvin gets cancelled, right? I repeat, kilopascal gets cancelled, kg mole gets cancelled, Kelvin get cancelled. So remaining units are density. We are going to get in terms of kg per meter cube. So please use your calculator. 101.325 into 16.95 divided by 8.314 divided by 273. So what you get is 0.756 kg per meter cube. Density at STP, density of this gas mixture at STP conditions is 0.756. Okay. So now the D part. In the D part, at the well conditions, well is operated at 300 Kelvin temperature, pressure of 400 kilopascal. So at a pressure of 400 kilopascal and temperature of 300 Kelvin, formula is density equal to Pm by RT. Density is at, what is the condition? At 400 kilopascal. At a 400 kilopascal, 300 Kelvin, right? Density of this natural gas at 400 kilopascal and 300 Kelvin is equal to Pm by RT. Formula is same, Pm average by RT. Substitute the temperature of 300 Kelvin, pressure of 400 kilopascal, R is same, M average is same, right? So please substitute and complete the problem. So we have 400 kilopascal into 16.95 kg per kg mole divided by 8.314 kilopascal meter cube per kg mole Kelvin into 300 Kelvin. Kelvin cancelled, kg mole gets cancelled, kilopascal gets cancelled. So what we have is kg per meter cube. So the density value at 400 kilopascal and 300 Kelvin is equal to 2.718 kg per meter cube. So that is the answer for D part. Okay, that is the answer for D part. And remaining E and F part. E part is average molecular weight, which we have determined already. That is, answer for E part is that 16.95 kg per kg mole. Total mass by total kg moles, we got average molecular weight answer. And the last part is composition in weight percentage, which we have already done in the table. So in table we have mass percentage of A 87.91, mass percentage of B 7.96, right? So we have 87.91 percentage, 7.96 percentage, 4.13 percentage is a ABC percentage, mass percentage, right? So that is the answer. A is methane, B is ethane, and C is nitrogen. So that is the mass percentage. So that is the final answer for last part. Okay.
In this lecture, we have seen some numericals on ideal gas law, determination of average molecular weight, and then determination of density of a gas mixture. In the next lecture, we are going to start with new model number 2, in which we are going to discuss about material balance of various unit operations like evaporation, crystallization, absorption, distillation, drying and extraction. Meanwhile, I request you to practice all the numericals, and if you have any doubts, please contact me. Thank you for patiently watching all the videos. Thank you for joining my classroom on chemical process calculations.